Hello again, Wayne Sherry here, your traffic starter blog. Thanks for coming on by. And I hope that you had a chance to take a look at Bookmark Generation 2.0 from Howie Schwartz. It's one of the most powerful tools you could ever get your hands on, and the price is unbeatable, and who knows how long he'll really keep it at that price. But if you haven't done that, click that link right above this video and be sure to take a look. Now let's talk a little bit more about how you use backlinks and how you make it powerful. Now, in one of my audios, I gave you an example on my Traffic Talk Radio of, if you haven't listened to that, you ought to check that out. But backlinking can almost single-handedly bring your web page to the top of the search engines, okay? Now, the results vary on how quick it happens depending on how powerful of a keyword you're attempting to move to the top end. But the one thing I did was I took a website for a franchise store. And this is a very large franchise store. They have 4,300 franchises in the United States alone. Okay, but you need to understand a franchise is still just a small business because the store itself is owned by a small business owner, just like you or I, not by a corporation. Okay, it is a privately owned store, and as such, they're on their own to get in the web and compete, even against their own overseeing corporation, okay? And I had the chance to take and I started just with backlinking alone, mind you. This is doing nothing else but backlinking. All right, the store had a website, and it was an okay website. It was fairly well optimized, not perfect, and all I did to it was I selected the keywords for their particular niche, and I'm not leaving out the store name to deceive you. It's I have no copyright or licensing rights to talk about their name or how well they do or don't do, so I'm not going to get myself in trouble by doing that. But nonetheless, the store owner had me just optimize it a little further with the proper keywords, and I transferred the static website onto a blog platform, and then I just started backlinking, and I did this on purpose. I wanted to see for myself the exact effect backlinking alone could have in such a powerfully competed niche for these stores. And when I started, the domain name I used was one they already had, so it had some traffic coming to it, so that there's a slight advantage there, except there really wasn't that much traffic. If you looked at the Alexa ranking on this website, it ranked somewhere over 3 million, which is pretty much indicative of a website that doesn't really get much looking at. You see sites, I mean, you'll see it as high as 10 million and stuff like that, but typically a site that is live but not getting much traffic is going to be in the 5 million to 3 million range, and that's exactly where they were. Okay, so I started backlinking, and the results of 5 days of backlinking took that website from, in the Alexa rankings, from 3 million down to just barely over 1 million. Okay, now you do the math. That's a 66% increase in traffic ranking, according to Alexa, in just 5 days. This occurred in 5 days. Now, after 3 weeks, yes, it's been 3 weeks now, and that site is now at 500,000 in the Alexa. So it's gone from 3 million ranking in when I transferred it to the blog and started backlinking. That's still all I'm doing to build this site's up in the rankings, and it's gone to a 500,000 ranking, and it's nearly averaging 100 visitors a day in 3 weeks in very competitive. These are very. I mean, this is a major corporation that runs this. They compete. These rotten corporations compete against their own franchises, and this store is now outranking the corporation and every other local franchise, and bringing in the profits to prove it. That's the power of backlinking, and I really wish for you to understand that closely. Because some of you are probably sitting here thinking that I showed you Bookmark Generation 2.0 and that's too expensive, $197 one time. I tell you, you're crazy. All right? Let's just say Bookmark Generation is only in existence for the next year. You divide 197, let me get my calculator. 197, it's not on. Let's try it again. 197 divided by 365. That would come out to 54 cents a day for its use. Okay? Now you add another year on that and another year on that, and effectively you are getting this for free. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about escalating your traffic program by buying website traffic in ways that you don't have to pay for it forever. $197 is nothing for the return you get on this power linking program. A drop from 3 million in ranking to 500,000 in 3 weeks on power keywords is unbelievable. Now, I've been doing the same thing myself, and you think I'll just brag about myself. I mean, I actually use more powerful stuff on my own website than just Bookmarking 2.0. But my major effort is on the backlinking, and I've converted the results, my keyword results on this blog, in just 2 weeks. Okay, I brought brand new power keywords to the front rankings in Google in 2 to 3 weeks on this blog, yourtrafficstarterblog.com. All right. So you don't have to believe me. You could probably I don't know where to tell you to look to understand that how important in the world of getting search engine traffic is that the backlinking is important. If you want to stick with just the free tools, you will increase your ranking at a whole lot slower pace. That's quite true. And can you do it in 2 to 3 weeks? I doubt it. It depends on the keywords you're competing against. Okay, if it's something not as heavily competed, then possibly. You can do it with a good social bookmarking program using Ping FM through and Twitter feed. You can actually create a pretty. You're putting up every time you post something. I think it's 47 to 50 new backlinks. All right. Now, what I'm putting up with these other ones are, and I'm going to show you another one tomorrow. I've showed it to you before, but I'm going to show it to you again. Traffic Bug. You put those together, and you're quite literally putting up over time. In one day you can put up more than 30, and I do. And over a week's time, you put up, I don't know the count. I'm putting up thousands of links, though. Okay, thousands, and the power is unbelievable. So if you're not backlinking, if you're not working up a backlinking program, and if you think $197 for bookmark generation is too much, then take a look at tomorrow's. Tomorrow's is kind of the intermediate step between free, between the ultra power of Howie Schwartz's bookmark generation. So stay with me, come back, and be sure to get more on how to power backlink and buy your website traffic cheap, really cheap. See you next time.